Ready for this game.
0-2. We played to a pair of.
You're live right now, boys.
Those games yesterday.
Here we go. Here we
First
go.
game was on this, what they call the Cardinal Rink here at Sun Prairie Ice Arena. They played Rockford here yesterday morning, 1-1 tie. And then in the afternoon, it was a 1-1 tie.
Taz, Rarin, Jack,
The Geneva Cyclones.
Keeney, your dad's watching.
I'll shut up and let Matt get you some good sights and sounds.
Let's get this, boys. Let's get this. Here we go.
Guys will be wearing their whites today, as you can see.
This is mine.
And my
It says cream. Not sure where it says cream. Cream.
thank you.
Yeah.
Coffee being delivered to our broadcast position here. Which one's Matt?
It's the same link.
There we go.
For all weekend.
Yeah, for all season.
Little sloppy.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
for the sideline.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, I had the pop-up that said we went live. We're on.
There, the little sisters are all awake. That's good.
It didn't send me a message.
Get it. I was waiting for it to forward it to my dad.
Huh. Let me try it.
Huh? Well, you can slide over, but we're on this side of the ice.
Dad's number on, so I'll have to keep doing it all.
Yeah, it says we're live.
Sorry, folks. We're working through the logistics of things, as you can tell. I'll just
What's your
continue
number?
to keep the coffee warm here.
2-450-3273.
Oh, come on. Coach Morash trying to show the boys how to put the puck in the
good?
net, and,
Yeah.
and of course he missed.
You bet. No problem.
Matthew, you're
Sorry about that.
no, that's okay. We're letting people into the behind the scenes of how this all works, like handing off coffees, and working through our broadcast.
Keeping us juiced up. Here.
Yeah, our broadcast routines, and
Thanks for the coffee.
yeah, it tastes very good on a cool morning. About 30 degrees here in Sun Prairie this morning. As we get set to go, it feels like fall, and it's a welcome feel. Just waiting on our referees before the boys can get out and start their warm-up. Can't go out on the ice without referees. And the clock here in the building says 6:27. So just about ready to go.
I like seeing our whites.
Yeah, those are, I always like the whites. They're sharp jerseys. The blacks are good too. The new blacks are really pretty cool.
Did you tell the families about the crazy team that was warming up before anybody else in the parking lot this morning?
Well, normally the warm-up routine starts an hour before game time. Coach Bennett, and I think this was a good move on his part, said, no, have the boys at the rink at 5:15, 15 minutes earlier. So there was a few footballs being thrown around out there.
Knowing that the rink didn't even open the doors
Yeah.
until 5:30.
That's right. There's a very large high school right next to this arena and a huge parking lot. So our guys were able to get out there, throw the football around, basically be 13 and 14-year-old knuckleheads on a crisp morning in Wisconsin, and a great way to wake up. You know, we were talking about that before. It's a game like this, when you're the first game of the day at 6:30 in the morning, it's going to come down to which team gets out of bed first.
Amen.
So we'll see. Our guys sure do seem to be awake. The guys from Highland Park, we didn't really see much of them. They may have done their warm-ups inside here.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's a good sign, and our boys are raring to go and ready to put Highland on their tails.
Looks like the coach has got a few coffees delivered here. just in the nick of time. So this Highland Park team coming in is 0-1-1. It's interesting. There's a team from Kalamazoo that we think probably got pushed down. There are two 14U divisions. There's an A1 and an A2. Junior Mavericks are in A2. We think this Kalamazoo team probably got kicked down from A1 because they have 4 teams in that division. They have 6 teams in this division. It would have left it 5-5, which is kind of a nightmare for scheduling. So they kicked this Kalamazoo team down. They're 2-0 and have won both of their games 5-0. So they would seem to be sort of head and shoulders above the rest. I think there's a 1-1 team, and then the Junior Mavericks at 0-2.
Northwest.
Yeah, Northwest is 1-1. Junior Mavericks are 0-2, and then the other teams are all 0-1-1.
So we get a point for our tie, so that puts us at 2 points. So
in third place right now.
In third, so it's 2 points, 3 points for Northwest in second, and 4 points for...
Actually, Northwest may be 0-1-1. 1-0-1. Yeah, because they're a point ahead of us.
Yep.
Sorry, I misspoke.
So nonetheless, based on that Kalamazoo team, we're where we want to be and where we want to stay for the later game today.
We don't
want to be in fourth place because Kalamazoo will play number 4 this afternoon. And so 1 and 4 play later today, 2 and 3 play later today. And if we want to go to the championship game, we want to be in second or third place. So we want to maintain this third place spot or bump up to second where Northwestern currently sits. Same ref, isn't it?
Now the referees have made their way to the ice, so that's good. We have refs for today's game. This was one that we didn't have the afternoon game on the schedule because it was a TBD. And as you noted, Matt, a win here this morning would set us up pretty well for likely a 2-3 scenario. The 5-6 team in the division will play an early game. We would assume an early game tomorrow, and then the championship game would follow that.
So a loss here could bump us to 4th or even 5th place. If it's 5th place, it's likely a consolation game tomorrow morning and go home. If it's 4th place, that puts us facing Kalamazoo sooner.
Yeah.
And that'll be this afternoon, which, like you were saying, Kalamazoo just running through everybody with their size and outranking. So,
yeah, we saw some of those lads here warming up, and they are a big team. They do not appear to be on the same level as the Junior Mavericks. So we'll see. But as you can tell, the guys getting warmed up. They look awake as they warm up the goalies. I would expect to see Beast in net. He played the early game yesterday. Rosie played the afternoon game. Both guys did a terrific job.
Both goalies standing on their heads, not facing tremendous challenges with how well our offense and defense are playing, but nonetheless, Rosie taking a lot of shots to the chest and a few off the neck guard yesterday where he was just forced to stand up and be a wall, and he did just that. And both boys having phenomenal games so far in the tournament.
If the puck is hitting you in the chest as a goalie, that's usually a good sign. That means you're well positioned and squared up to the shooter.
That's a big one, squared up to the shooter. I don't think a lot of viewers or people familiar with hockey understand techniques of being a goaltender, and having your shoulders square to the shooter is like standard basic goaltending technique where shuffling that 6 feet side to side in the net is a lot more work than people realize, and especially if you're a teenager.
Yeah.
The pads are heavy. They get soaked up with sweat. They become even more heavy. And the constant up and down of being on the ground starts wearing on your legs. And then that side-to-side motion of having to continue to keep your shoulders square to the puck carrier at any given time makes that goaltending position just as physically challenging as any other skater that's on the ice.
This Falcon team that the Junior Mavericks will play this morning, wearing red and white, sharp jerseys actually, they're roadies. They've got a slightly smaller roster. Counted about 13 guys out there, and they appear to only have one goaltender. So, again, early on, it's trying to set the tone in this game. Who's going to set the pace? Who's going to make their opponent play their game? We shall find out. In Game 3 of the Mad City Fall Classic here, we are in suburban Madison, Wisconsin. It's a good tournament. A lot of these guys played here last year. Actually, the Pee Wee Red team from OHC is here as well. And not surprisingly, Matt, they played right after us yesterday, and they played to a 1-1 tie. So Omaha is 3 for 3 in 1-1 ties in games played here in this tournament. They started late. They didn't play until yesterday at 6 o'clock. And they've got a 6 o'clock game today as well, p.m., not a.m.
Mavs starting a new tradition here. Of,
noticed that.
War cry coming from the net instead of the bench.
Most a lot of the other teams have done that too. So, well, here we go. We're ready with the warm-ups all completed. It'll be Wyatt Tremaine, Vinny Heater, and Taz. This is a new combination on the blue line. Boston Gas and Wyatt Ike, as the Junior Mavericks in their home whites will be skating from right to left against the Highland Park Falcons out of Illinois. And we are underway with the Falcons controlling. Loose puck Vinny jousting for it as it trickles to the wall. Just knocked into the Junior Mavericks zone before Gas will clear it out to center ice. Falcons back on this. Ike stepped up, couldn't get the puck. This one drifts deep into the Mavericks zone. It's played around the kick plate. Vinny a shoulder check. Seeing who's in his kitchen. This one given up, but Gas is there to take that one over, and he'll angle it back to the Falcons' end. This one on goal and pushed aside by the goaltender. Here comes the attack, but the puck played up the near wall. And here come the Falcons. Mavericks have this well covered. They've got 3 back. Play broken up. Falcons get the puck back, but then Ike able to knock the puck away yet again. And it's taken by Heater, who will spin up ice, and a nice rink-wide feed. Sturber couldn't take it cleanly. Highland Park back on this. Good pressure by Ike, the defenseman getting in deep. Able to keep the Falcons bottled up. Getting a shift change on there now. Paxton Schneider, Stoney out there. Here's Schneider, couldn't step through. And Abram Keeney will track this puck down back in the Junior Mavericks end. He and Bear out there on the blue line now. Ooh, dangerous play. Keeney will send it around back. Here's Bear getting it up the wall. Highland Park able to keep this one alive. Bear shoulders his man. Puck still loose. Bear able to skate away with it. Misfired on the pass for Paxson. Knocked in deeper. And Will Fleming will take over on this one. Little nudge up the wall. Sturber will swat this one along. Just got it out to center. Played back in, and the slow whistle comes. Offside is the play. And the clock stopped with 11:25 to go here in the first period. No score. Early portion of our game here this morning between the Mavericks and Highland Park. Allers, Courtright, and T-Squared out there now for the Junior Mavericks. And it'll be Fleming and Nandor on the blue line. Puck down, and this one shoved ahead. Jake Courtright chasing that one down. Highland Park able to take control, just dumped it in. Nandy will take it back for the Junior Mavericks. Off his stick, but T-Squared carries now down the wall, took the bump, threw it on goal, and the stick save made. Courtright pushed to the rebound, wanted to throw it in front, but taken away by Highland Park, and out they come. Good back checking by the Junior Mavericks, nearly offside, they get it in. T-Squared's got this one, and he'll headman it on. Allers couldn't take it cleanly. And back the other way, Highland Park in transition, broken up. Good stick there by Nandy. Puck dumped in, and Beast will usher that one aside as Fleming takes back. Here's Will Fleming, around one. Fleming from the red line will tuck it in. Mavericks another shift change on as Jack Davis gets in there on the forecheck. Puck worked up the wall. Jack a bump. Puck free. This one will pop out to center ice. Tremaine able to send it across. Vinny Heater being raked at. Puck jostled off his stick. Highland Park will get it in deep. Highland Park first to the loose puck along the end wall. Tremaine able to take that away. The other Wyatt. Good move by the defenseman. He'll walk in and shoot. Save made by Beast. And this one hoisted out of play by Fleming. And a face-off to come in the Junior Mavericks end.
Wow, needing to get their feet moving a little bit and challenge this even play match. There's a little bit of opportunities coming here, more so in the defensive end by the Omaha Mavericks.
I would say this momentum is still up for grabs in this one here. Puck down, Stoney a good face-off win. Gas up the boards. And this one chipped out to center ice by Schneider. Highland Park back on it. They get it across the line. Centering feed, cut off. Schneider was there. Had it knocked off his tape. Highland Park will bank it down the wall. Gas back up the boards, wanted Schneider. This one got through him and the defenseman, and so it's a foot race back into the Highland Park end to get this puck. Taken back over by the Falcons as they look up the near wall. Player chips to himself off the boards. Racing on, guarded by Gas, got around him, dishes to the slot, and a good job there by the Junior Mavericks to break that one up. This one is punched by Stoney all the way down. It'll be an icing call against the Junior Mavericks, and the clock stopped again with 9:08 to go in the first period. Another shift change on, and it will be Holler's Courtright and T-squared again, along with Bear and Abram. A little encroachment. Puck down. Jake able to take over. And here comes Jake Courtright. Boy, did he have a pretty goal in yesterday's afternoon game. Allers able to keep that puck alive for the Junior Mavericks. Then around the pinching defenseman. He'll move in. Allers shoots. Save made by the goaltender. He'll hawk his own rebound. As this one played back to the blue line. Not past Bear. He'll fire, but that one way wide. T-squared next to the rebound. On the right wing side, threw it in front. Allers tried for the tip chance, but just missed. Jake now fighting for the puck along the wall. Allers fishes this one out. He'll wheel to the slot and hand it across, just beyond the reach of T-squared, but he'll get it back. T-squared in the slot, wanted Allers. That play broken up. Jake tracks down the puck, hands it on back to Bear. He's got some room, wanted to step in, but lost the handle, so he'll just dump to the end boards. Pitchfork back up the near side. Bear a good pinch to keep it alive. T-squared racing after this one to the corner. Collides there, the puck freed up. Allers lost the handle on that, and the Falcons will take back. Best sustained pressure so far by the Junior Mavericks, but here comes Highland Park back the other way. Bear trying to force his man off. Good centering feed, and Abram able to collar that one. And here's T-squared, mugged from behind, but able to get it out to center. And Jack will finally stoke this one back in so the Mavericks can change on the fly. 7 3/4 minutes now to go in the first period. Scoreless game between the Junior Mavericks and the Highland Park Falcons here in Game 3 of the Mad City Fall Classic. To the line, and Bear able to knock it down, keep it from getting deep. He'll hack it back in. The Junior Mavericks had yet to clear the zone, and so offside is called on the play.
Interesting. Not sure why a center ice face off on that one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's Wyatt Tremaine out along with Jack Davis and Vinny Heater. Stepping up is Nandy. Couldn't get the puck. He was 1-on-3. Highland Park will get this one in deep. They've done a good job of finding that late man and getting those centering feeds through. This is going to be an ice against the Junior Mavs, and one more time we'll have a face-off in the defensive zone. Mavericks back checkers so far have done a good job of being able to break up those plays when they do the push down the wall and then throw it to the slot.
Slowly picking up a little bit of momentum and keeping the puck in the offensive zone here as time progresses.
This one chopped right in front. Oh, cleared up by Nandor, but they popped the rebound. The next man on that loose puck was a Highland Park player. And this one tossed home for the first goal of the game, and it's 1-0.
Big net crash off the face-off drop there, a barrage of shots, and that's hard to defend. Omaha needing to pick up their feet and keep them moving.
Well, Matt, this is the first time in this tournament that the Junior Mavericks have given up the first goal of the game. In the first two yesterday, they scored first. So the challenge now is to play from behind. Here's Nandy, pestered by two. Loose puck behind the cage. Stoney there as well. And Highland Park's got it, trying to walk out in front. Good job by Fleming to cut that one off. Will Fleming up the wall, took the shoulder. Able to keep it moving for a moment, but now it's a 2-on-1 back the other way for Highland Park. Nandor defending. And this one is barred down 2-0 Highland Park. Mavericks got up ice, and Highland Park able to break it up, and they had two guys back, and that allowed them to get the 2-on-1. And Nandor was doing what he needed to do, is that take away that pass and make it a 1-on-1, the goaltender and the guy with the puck. Here's Allers trying to come back the other way. Banged off his tape. Courtright had it. Allers trying to center in front to T-squared. T-squared to the corner. He and his man go down. Puck loose along the end boards. Good battle going on there. Allers in to help out. T-squared's got it, trying to walk in front. No sail. Highland Park looking for the long stretch pass. Great job by Boston to spike that one down. And there is Courtright playing it off the glass and back in. Allers in on the forecheck. Is this one sent back around to the near side? Allers trying to free it up. Good lick there, applied by T-squared. Puck taken back by Highland Park, but they lose it. Shot on goal, save made, backhand. Oh, Allers put it over the crossbar.
Backhand, just over the top.
Highland Park will take back, and the long pass flicked off the stick of Boston. He's got to track it down with a man right on his back. Puck loose, and good job by Boston to move his feet. Got it for Courtright. He was closed off. Puck still loose. They play it down low. Centering feed. Oh, that one just missed, making it a 3-0 game. Junior Mavericks have it. Courtright got it out to center. He goes around the defenseman. Here's Jake Courtright. A chance, and the shot is deflected over the net.
Top again.
Highland Park able to take back on this as they try to bring it up ice. Stolen away by Heater at center. Couldn't maintain control. Highland Park 1-on-5 will bring it back in. And somehow that player able to worm his way through and get off a sharp angle shot, but that one missed the mark. Heater's clearing attempt kept alive. Vinny will get another chance on this one, being pestered from behind, but worked it out to center. Thrown back in, and Highland Park hadn't cleared, and offside is called. 4:41 to go in the second period, and Highland Park has the momentum and a 2-0 lead.
Lots of game left here, Dave. Lots of game left.
Falcons win this face-off. Wyatt Tremaine had trouble with it at the blue line. Highland Park sweeping it across. Here's a shot. That one missed the mark. A rebound up the wall. Good job by Vinny to swat it ahead. He moves on with Jack Davis. Here's a developing 2-on-1. Pass in the slot. And Jack caught from behind by the back checker. Vinny, though, trying to free up that puck behind the net. Highland Park up the wall. Good pinch by Bear to keep this one alive along the end boards. Highland Park swats it back. Stolen away by Tremaine. He got it to Vinny for a shot that's blocked. Both defensemen pinching up, and now they've got to hurry back. Highland Park way offside, and their guy didn't hold up. He just kept coming, and that's an offside play. And one more time, the clock stops. They're going to call that an intentional offside, actually, and they're going to bring it all the way back into the Falcons' end. So Stonebreaker will come out with Schneider and Sturba. And then on the blue line, it'll be Nandy and Fleming for this face-off. No clear winner on that face-off. The Falcons do clear it out. They're trying to send a guy kind of flying out behind the defenseman. And nearly did this time, although Nandy cut it off. Here come the Falcons back up ice. Fleming Back on the retake. He'll hoist it out to center ice. Here's Paxton Schneider. Got behind the defense. Breakaway for Schneider, and a shot broke off the glove of the goaltender. He'll get his own rebound, though. Here's Paxton up for the pinching defenseman, but shanking his shot was Fleming. Good keep there by Sturba. Worked it in deeper. And now it's the Falcons as Stoney throws a hit. And the puck loose. But more Falcons there to take control. And this one bumped out to center. Mavericks in the middle of a shift change. And this one turned along by T-squared back into the Falcons' end. Oh, dangerous play. And Sturba able to knock down that clearing attempt. Here's Stoney trying to spin off a check. This one worked up the wall. It squirts through Nandy. And Fleming in a foot race for it now. Back into his own zone. They're going to call for the icing there. Neither one of those players saw that. And so that'll bring the face-off back inside the Highland Park zone. 2:53 to go in the first period. And the Junior Mavericks trying to get something going here. They trail 2-0.
I love that pop fly pass by Fleming to hit Schneider. A nice move and nice feet by Schneider to really take off and read that play and create a good breakaway scoring opportunity.
Oh, there's T-squared court right out there now. Gass and Ike on the blue line. Face-off win. Jake plays it. End boards. Snapped around the wall. This one gets past Ike. It's going to be another ice. And they'll try it again. The less time you can spend defending, the better. And unfortunately for the Junior Mavericks, they have been the defenders more in this first period. Highland Park winning the face-off. Outlet. Kicked down by T-squared, but right to a Highland Park player. Up ice they come. And the puck just drifts off the man's stick. T-squared will clear it out to center ice. Regroup effort on now for Highland Park. And up ice they come. That's a good play in neutral zone. They bring it in. Man all alone, set up for a one-timer, but he dubbed it. And here comes T-squared the other way. T-squared busting up the wall. He'll send it in wide of the cage. Allers in on the forecheck, trying to get in the way. Highland Park able to get it out to center ice. Shift change on for the Mavericks. Good takeaway by Ike. He'll head man on for Allers, but the big man on defense swipes it off his stick. And Allers has to be stronger on the puck there. Here's Highland Park, centering feed. Matt, the pressure is really on the Junior Maverick back checkers to make sure they're picking up those second and third guys because they're there every single time. Very well coached team. Vinny trying to lay it back to Ike at the defense, but his pass was too far. And now Wyatt's got to chase this one down. Wyatt Ike clearing it out to center ice. Highland Park back on it. So far, the Falcons in control of this game. Their defense go D to D. And now up the boards. Good read by Wyatt. He'll play it in, and Wyatt Tremaine will head in on the forecheck as the Mavericks get another fire wagon line change on with 1:05 to go here in the first period. Highland Park up ice. They're able to get it through. It's a 2-on-2. This guy around Bear. Man alone in front yet again. Bear will clean up the rebound chance. They work it in front one more time. Here's Paxton crisscrossing. Up ice with Sturba they come. Highland Park getting the man back as Schneider steps in for a shot save. Oh, Sturba on the rebound. He scores! Oh, Braden Sturba with 39.9 seconds to go here in the first period gets the Junior Mavericks on the board. It's 2-1.
Beautiful net crash by the two wingers, a crisscross. I mean, I don't know if there was talking going on out there, but good teamwork effort to read each other's paths to the net and crash.
Good hard shot by Paxton, and the goalie couldn't control the rebound. And Sturbs got a couple of whacks at it, and the second time was the charm. And the Mavericks something to build on here in the late going of the first period. There's always that notion, too, Matt, that you don't want to give up a goal in the first minute or the last minute of a period. Well, Highland Park has done that, and we'll see if that can be something that Junior Mavericks can use as a building block in this game. Puck will squib on edge back into the Mavericks zone. Bear will peel with this one and clear it out to center ice. Highland Park back to it. Here comes the pressure from T-squared. Nearly split the gap, but he just overskates the puck. Final 5 now, Winky away. Highland Park on for a shot. Saved by Beast. He'll cover as the horn sounds, ending the first period. Well, not the start the Junior Mavericks wanted, but again, with that late goal by Braden Sturba, we'll see if that changes the momentum as we head toward the second period.
Yeah, scoring. Well, we've said it before. Teenagers are affected emotionally, mentally by the sports and the style of play. And this game becomes more of a mental game. The older you get, the more competitive you get. And goals really add to that mental strength of the play. And here we go, going down to a crucial time where this is a big coaching moment and needing to pick the boys up because there's tons of game left. We're only down by a goal and definitely plenty of room and energy to fight back.
You're watching the screen, you noticed that Taz was taking a few laps. We haven't called his name here in the first period other than that opening shift. He was, you remember, got a little dinged up at the end of yesterday's game, and I think the question still is he good to go? Can he play? Not sure exactly. There's a leg injury. Don't know exactly where, ankle or knee, but he was clearly testing something out there in those couple of spins around the ice. And we'll see if he reemerges here in the second period. We'll switch ends, and the Junior Mavericks start this period with Allers, T-Squared, and Courtright. These guys have had some success at keeping it in the offensive zone. Well, the question is, can we get some success in scoring some goals? Second period underway. Allers won that one forward. It's spiked back into the Junior Mavericks end. Racing back for it is Fleming. Fleming having a little bit of trouble with this one as the pressure comes. Boy, did he put a good hit on that player. Centering feed, misfires, comes back out to the point. Bang back in deep. Nandor trying to break things up. Highland Park setting up behind the net. Stuffed chance, answered by Beast. And here is Nandy trying to clear it. That one got knocked down. They go with the overload, like everybody seems to do, putting extra players on the puck carriers. This one comes free. And it's T-Squared trying to chip it past the defenseman. Boy, did he do a good job of holding that one in. The defenseman now down the wall, centering feed, misfires, held at the point for another shot. Right in front, a man is taken free. And this one got over the glove of Beast and covered in the crease for a stoppage of play.
Wow, dangerous attack in front of the net.
The Mavericks just not able to get the puck up ice and got trapped in their own zone. Again, defending too much and not playing enough offense.
Desperately needing to keep those feet moving here in this game.
Looks like we have a piece of the rink has broken. And they
Rink malfunctions.
Couldn't get the door closed. All right, well, looks like we've got it fixed for now. Coach Bennett said, don't step on that.
The doorway, you can't step on it.
Tremaine, Heater, Taz out with Ike and Gass on the blue line for this defensive zone faceoff. Played a minute here in the first period. Play down low, across, set up for the one-timer, the man there, and he is thwarted on that play.
Come on, guys, get physical.
Well, the Junior Mavericks have not been able to get any kind of breakout going. They've been more happy just to clear the puck out of the zone, and that's caused trouble because you end up giving it back to Highland Park. This puck hops over Gass's stick. He's got to hustle back because it's an odd man rush the other way. They get off the shot. Save made by Beast. Gass will bang the rebound back up the wall. Taz having trouble with that one. Highland Park gets it back to the end wall. Ike a good shoulder into his man. Able to pry it free to the corner. And Poole cues it up the wall for Vinny Heater. Heater checked, kicks it free, but right back to the defenseman who's just able to lay it in deep. Around the boards it comes again. The defenseman knocks it down. Able to keep this one alive. They pivot out for a shot. Blocker save made by Beeson. They pop in the rebound. And it's 3-1 Highland Park. Again, Highland Park doing a good job of keeping that puck in at the blue line. A couple of good plays by the defensemen on either side. And the Junior Mavericks just having a hard time getting that first pass. That first pass that will spring the man up ice. Jack, Sturbs, and Paxson out there for the Junior Mavs. Keeney and Bear on the blue line. They're going to toss the centerman and change it up. And the reserve centerman able to win that back. Here comes Highland Park moving their feet through center ice. Schneider's got his man wrapped up. Loose puck. Bear got it to the line. Not out. Highland Park keeping it in. Keeney will wrap it back up the wall. Paxson, poke checked. Bear ices it. And a face-off to come back in the Junior Mav zone. Another quick shift change on for Omaha. Stoney, T-Squared, and Courtright now out there. And Nandy and Fleming have their backs. And they keep getting into the line, but not past those defensemen.
Come on, somebody take the body here.
Well, there's a shot in the goal. And to your point, Matt, somebody's going to slow that guy down. These guys are just able to shoot at will, and they're getting to loose pucks.
Getting into some quicksand and getting deflated here. This is not good. Somebody needs to get aggressive and attack the puck carrier. Something fierce.
Yeah, the any momentum that would have come from Braden Sturba's goal has quickly evaporated here in the second period. And here's Will Fleming. Fleming, with his speed and size, has an opportunity to be a difference maker. He keeps it in the feet of Taz. He couldn't find it. Fleming trying to slow his man down as this puck is chipped out to center ice. Angled back up the boards. Highland Park able to take over back in its own zone. The head man feeds, springs a man. Here's Nandy able to take back. Peter juggled it. Allers has it now. Here's Allers for Taz. Spreading things out as they bring it in. Taz will dump this one in deep. Vinny in on the forecheck. Trying to force that puck free. It comes to the corner. Taz after his man. Size mismatch there. Taz able to pry it off his stick. It's loose at center ice. And Highland Park will back it up. On the regroup now. Pass taken away. Good job by Vinny. He'll bang it back in. Vinny's going to give chase. He's got it for now. Help comes from Schneider, who's in front, but Vinny just couldn't hang on to the puck. And this one loose side of the net. And the Falcons will clear to center ice. Fleming backing up. Had the right idea on the pass, but it's blocked down and back into the Junior Mavericks end. Line changes on for both teams. Fleming will start it up ice. Wanted Sturba, just missed for him. Falcons will send it up the far wing wall. Bang back in by Nandy, and that's an offside call on the Junior Mavericks with 8:32 now to go here in the second period. Matt, from a glasses half full standpoint, still got half of this game to play.
Absolutely.
And there's a chance for the Mavericks to turn things around, but they've got to start doing it now and start getting some sustained offensive zone pressure. Just been a little, the passes have not been as crisp as they would like. Good step up by Wyatt Ike. Ike will move back in. He's got Tremaine on his left side. Good contest by the defenseman as Ike puts on the brakes, lost it. T-Squared followed. He overskated. Here's a shot right in front by Tremaine. Loose puck there. That one skated away by Highland Park. Sturb's able to knock it down. Tremaine spins it back toward the cage, but that one quickly sent out to center ice. Bang back along by Gass. Falcons take this one back. Long pass up ice, right to Boston. Boston looking for T-squared. That one misses. And Highland Park gets it in. Wyatt Ike gave it up in the corner, but atones for that miscue and will outlet it for T-squared. He's moving his feet up the wing, has a man to beat, shoots on goal, big rebound there. It's spiked to the wall. Ike follows, wanted to get it in front. That one cleared out. Jack holding the right point. Jack will turn and fire, put it right on a Highland Park stick. And the Falcons bring back up ice. Laid in deep. And Gass to it first. Got a man right on him. Puck loose side of the net. Jack will get it up to the blue line and just out thanks to the work of T-squared. Highland Park recoiling at center. On they come as they get fresh players out there. Puck drifts away off the poke check. And the Mavericks get it out to center. Here's T-squared. He's got Courtright with him. Feeds him now off of Jake's stick. Jake gets pinched off along the wall. Falcons have it and clear. Junior Mavericks need to get out of the zone, and Abram inadvertently put it into...
Right through the door.
Yep, through the door and into the Mavericks bench, and that'll stop the clock with 6:40 to go now in the second period. 4-1. Highland Park leading the Junior Mavericks here. Stoney comes out with Vinny and Taz, Bear and Abram on the blue line. Stoney's just mowed down by a guy who's about twice his size. Puck gets in deep. Falcons looking to work the breakout. Their man mishandles the puck. Taz will throw it to the end wall. They'll try the other side this time. Abram, good pinch there. That rattles a pass across the ice. And it's Stoney on the attack. He lost an edge. And here comes Highland Park. Good speed as they bring it up. Man's got to step on Bear, trying to knife his way to the net. Took the shot. Save made by Beast. And the rebound cleared to the wall. Bear's got it again. He'll rim it around the kick plate. The defenseman pinches. He's collided into by Vinny. And the puck is cleared back to the Highland Park end. Quick angle pass. Man waiting for that puck right there. Good positioning by this Highland Park team as they bring it across the line. Bear steps across and sweeps that puck away. His clearing attempt misfired, so he'll send it back around to the other side. Taz couldn't handle this one, but help came, and Vinny will play it softly back into the Highland Park zone, drifting to the goal line. They call for the icing against the Junior Mavericks. And a face-off back in their zone now with 5:29 to go here in the second period. Line change on, and it will be Allers along with Schneider and Sturba. Braden has the Junior Mavericks only goal on this one.
The sponsors going on here this weekend, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. We want to thank Cottonwood Salon for their sponsorship of our broadcast. You've seen their logo popping up. And a shot on goal, and that one wide by Schneider. Allers next to the rebound. Allers got bumped into. Just didn't have the time he thought he had. And that's kind of the way it's been for some of these guys who are adjusting to the Bantam game. Yeah, we very appreciative of the work that our sponsors do in propping up this program and really helping these kids here in their journey in youth sports. Here's Allers trying to walk in. He got stripped. Sturba drops a man, and he's going to go for a penalty.
He was actually hit by a different player that hit him. It was a domino effect there.
Well, it was weird because,
I hope they're not calling Sturba for that.
Well, we had control of the puck, and the referee did not. Yeah, he's going to call the roughing against Highland Park, so a power play.
A much smaller guy than Sturba drove Sturba into this guy's own teammate and made Sturba headlong this guy right into the board. So I'm glad there's no penalty on Omaha for that one. Even though it looked like Sturba had the hit on the play, it actually was a push from behind from his own teammate that drove our big man into another little man.
Well, power play time for the Junior Mavericks. This is our first penalty of the game. Falcons win it. They can't clear it. Here's Stoney holding the point. Stoney across. Telegraphed that pass, but Keeney able to send it to the end wall. Now Wyatt Tremaine, he and Jack working out of the corner. Paxson able to knock down the clearing attempt. This one shot toward the cage. Jack was there, couldn't pull the trigger on the shot, but it's Paxson able to take this one back. Paxson across, Tremaine the shot, and that one blocked away to the corner. This one is pounded past Stoney and back into the Maverick zone. It makes the goal line, and so icing is called. 1:20. The clock is still moving. We need to turn that clock off. Stop the clock! Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you, folks, but clock operator was asleep. It's early. It's early for all of us.
Don't want to lose any seconds off that power play.
No, we already lost probably about 3 or 4. Usually from this perch, Matt, I try not to do too much directing, but yesterday with the bad refereeing that we got in that game and the last minute penalties, here's one that goes on goal as Jack's good work forced that one toward the cage. This one banged back to the point. Abrams got it, dumps down the wall. Wyatt Tremaine steps off in the slot. Paxson is shot, and that one looped just wide. Jack able to play it to the near side. Stoney couldn't get it. Paxson's got it out of the corner. He's got Tremaine in front. Paxson hooked and pulled down, and this one cleared to center ice. Abram will chip it back up. Turning with it is Paxson across the line. He's forced to dump it in as he's met right there at the blue. Behind the net, this one coughed up. Jack's got it. Jack out, wanted his defense, couldn't get it. That one stolen away. Allers forces the giveaway though, and this one kept alive by the Junior Mavericks. Here's Wyatt Tremaine sending in down low. Jack to this, he's got Allers in front, but Jack couldn't get that puck. And this one spiked off the glass. This one goes off one of the Falcon players, and they're just able to eke it out to center ice. Fleming snaps it rink wide. Sturba just coming off the bench, wasn't ready for that pass. And this one back into the Junior Maverick zone, shorthanded rush. And Fleming will take over. Highland Park caught in the shift change, so some room for Fleming to bring it in. Fleming fires, that one going wide. The goalie will cover it and hang on. And
What in the
whistle
world?
took forever. He's saying, hey, you got to drop that puck and play it, because there was nobody from Omaha around. Clock continued to move. The power play is now over, and we're back to 5-on-5 with 2:40 to go here in the second period. Allers remains out there along with Heater and Taz, Fleming and Nandor on the blue line. Allers a face-off win. Shot by Fleming. The rebound is there. Allers a backhander. Didn't get a lot on that one. That was partially deflected. This one worked to the line. Fleming can't hold it. There's Allers breaking up that play. He's got the puck now and will hoist this one over the head of the defenseman and back in. This is onside. Here goes Vinny in after that puck. Puck played around. Taz able to knock it down, but the Falcons have it. And up ice they come. Highland Park into the offensive zone, being pestered from behind. Here's a rink-wide feed. That one didn't find its intended target immediately. Falcons still have it now.
Get physical, boys.
And here's a shot that doesn't make it through. Nandor blocked that one down. He's got it now. Mandy the outlet into the feet of Vinny. And it will go back into the Highland Park end. 1 3/4 minutes to go now in the second period. Still a 4-1 lead for the Falcons. There's not a lot of pressure on the puck carriers, and they're able to bring it up uncontested. Highland Park from a sharp angle, now forced behind. They've got guys in front. Held at the point. The pass down low, misses. Physical. Still hanging on, and it's worked out to center ice finally, where Highland Park will regroup. Highland Park giving this one up. Bang back in by Vinny. It's going to be an icing call. And the clock stopped now with 62 seconds remaining here in the second period. And a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Junior Mavericks. Tremaine, T-squared, court right. They're fast on these face-offs. Highland Park, deflected shot, was going wide, but then rattled right in on Beast. He will cover and hold for a face-off with 54.7 to go now. Puck down, Highland Park wins another one. Good contest there by T-Squared. Here's a backhander in traffic. That beast is able to collar, and a face-off to come now in the opposite corner. I don't think Tremaine was ready for that puck to be dropped. Deflected shot from the point. Courtwright's got it. Angles it down the boards. T-Squared is going to put the heat on the defenseman, and he forces the giveaway. T-Squared in front. Oh, he had Tremaine cutting, but couldn't hit him. Back the other way come the Falcons. Ike racing back. Nice job to cut that one off, and help came from Boston, although he ended up giving it back up. Highland Park has again, but this turnaround shot goes wide of the cage. And this one cleared out off a Falcon player. No icing coming here in the final 10 of the second period. Check applied there. Tremaine steals one at the center and in front. Jake after it. He'll just play it in deep, and no shot chance for the Junior Mavericks here as the horn sounds, ending the second period. Well, it was 2-1 going into the second period. It's 4-1 coming out. Highland Park able to build on its lead with a couple of quick goals. And the hill a little steeper to climb now for the Junior Mavericks here with a period to play.
Yeah, boys really needing to match feet, really needing to rub shoulders, really needing to get physical on this play. They're not even stepping up. They're giving too much shooting and skating lanes, and I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the early morning or the first goal.
It looks a little bit like a 6:30 game from the Junior Mavericks side of things. They haven't moved their feet as well as they normally do, and as you said, there's the back checking is so far not up to their standard as we've seen throughout the course of this tournament.
Against a team that we should be able to handle, too. I haven't seen anything overly impressive by the Highland Falcons, and it's quite an even match play, and we just need to wake up and get our feet moving, and I think
you need to find a way to possess the puck a little bit more, you know?
There's still enough game for a rally here, and the boys need to really circle around and get each other's blood boiling and not rely on the coach to get their blood boiling, and really move their feet and play physical hockey here like they're capable of doing.
Allers, Paxson, Sturbs, along with Keeney and Bear as we change ends yet again. Bouncing puck, swatted ahead. Allers trying to turn it farther in. He will do so. Shoves down his man. Puck loose. Sturba trying to bat it farther. Got it loose. It comes to the side of the net. Falcons take over. Here's a pinch from Abram. Bottles up his man, but it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Bear defending against the smaller player. Good job to knock that one away. And Paxson able to turn in traffic. Up ice he comes with Allers. Paxson around his man. He's got Allers with a deflected pass, instead collared by Sturba. Sturba looking for Allers instead. It gets a shot on goal, and that one knocked away. Here comes Highland Park back up ice. Good poke check at center ice. That spins Allers back up ice. Here's Allers with Vinny trailing. Allers couldn't go around his man. A good poke check applied there, and this one cleared out to center. Fleming just off the bench. The heater at the blue line. He couldn't hang on. And it's Fleming who takes over. He's tripped up, and a penalty coming up to Highland Park. Another power play chance for the Junior Mavericks now, as we're just a minute into this third period.
Now, the last power play, we had some time on attack. We didn't get as many shots on goal as we had liked, but at least during those power play opportunities, we were keeping the puck in the offensive zone and making some threatening opportunities towards putting the puck in the back of the net. So hopefully here, 12 minutes still, plenty of game, we can make something boil up here. 4
forwards and a defenseman out there for the Junior Mavericks. Highland Park winning this faceoff. Stoney first to this puck. He'll now hand it on back. Here's Will Fleming. Goes rink wide. Tremaine had that pass skip off his stick. Highland Park's got it. They'll come up short-handed. Good job by Fleming to close the gap and force that player just to let go of the puck. In transition, Jack had the pass rattle off his tape. Stoney's got it back. Stoney will back it up to Fleming now. Will Fleming gets the pressure on. And Highland Park with a 3-goal advantage, even killing off the penalties. Very aggressive here. They're not sitting back. Their man goes around, and here's a shorthanded bid. The shot, save made by Beast. A rebound chipped away. Good play by Stoney. Stoney looking for some help. Got it from Allers. He'll lead the rush up ice. Will Allers with some speed as he brings it across. Has a step on his man. Took the shot, and that one got the glass. Rebound held by Fleming at the blue line. Rattles this one off the wall. Here's a steal. Good pocket pick by Allers. Goes around his man. Got stripped of the puck. The follow-up, though, from Stoney. Here's Stoney. Lays it in front. Puck loose there. Allers put on his wallet as he jammed away at the rebound. And the whistle comes to stop the clock.
Dog pile there in front of the net on Allers. Good job by Allers to create some stir up there at neutral zone several times. Get some good attack opportunities. A few shots on goal. Still some time in the penalty, like you're saying.
Allers, Heater, Sturba. Allers wins it back. Here's Bear at the point. Fires. That one deflected wide. Sturba along the wall. Will play it in deep. Here's Vinny with it. Curling the net. Back out for Sturba. And the quick shot goes off the outside of the net. Here's Bear down from the point. Sidesteps one man. He'll take the shot. Got behind the goaltender. Jamming away is Vinny. He keeps it alive. Here's Vinny walled off at the end boards. Sturba in there as well trying to pry it free. Allers will get in there, and Sturba will step free with a puck. Sturba tried to lay the rink-wide feed across to Bear, and that one broken up. And this one sent back in on goal. Bear bangs it up the boards, and out to center ice it comes. Here's Vinny trying to apply the pressure as Highland Park gets it back into the Maverick zone. Out at center, Sturba couldn't take the pass. Brought back in by Highland Park. They lose the handle. Bear throws to an empty wing. Nobody there to take that pass. Highland Park trying to clear the zone. And this one knocked back to their blue line now as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Some good opportunities there, but just not enough of them for this junior Maverick team who needs 3 goals to tie it. Courtwright just able to work it in. And a little bit of a premature whistle. I know why they called offside. The puck hadn't cleared into the offensive zone. Jake had just gotten out, and it's one of those bang-bang plays that's hard for the referee in real time to make, but it was actually going to be onside. Jack out along with T-Squared and Courtwright as the puck skitters to the near side, and T-Squared will knock it in off the referee. Spiked around the wall. Wyatt Ikey's got it at the point. In the slot, there's T-Squared, steered it on goal, but didn't have a lot of gusto on that shot. And it's covered up by the goaltender for a whistle. 9:14 to go, and the clock squarely the enemy of the Mavericks here in this game as they need 3 to tie it. Jack to take the face off in the corner. And Highland Park able to collect this one. And a long-range pass intended for nobody in particular. It's an icing call. Tell you what, Matt, there's some smaller players on this Highland Park team, but boy, they got wheels. These guys can move.
That's for sure.
And they're looking to send those guys on those sort of Hail Mary type plays. Jack on the face-off win. T-Squared, quick shot. Good pad save by the goaltender. Jake after the rebound. Good collision along the wall to keep that one alive as he exchanged shoulders with the other player. Jake is out, got the shot, partially deflected. Goaltender makes the save. Highland Park to the blue line. Gass able to knock it down. Back to Boston yet again. High bouncing puck still alive at the blue line, and Jake's got it again. Here's Jake moving in. Shot deflected. Jack follows. His shot also deflected away. And Highland Park doing a good job of closing off the shooting lanes. The Falcons have control, looking for the outlet. That one just misfires. Boston turns and will track it down back in the junior Mavericks' end. Angle pass up the boards. Jake has this one, flicked it along, finds T-Squared, trying to get around the defense. Here's T-Squared moving in, takes the shot. Easy pad save for the goaltender with a big rebound. Mavericks were in the middle of a shift change and nobody was crashing the net because guys just weren't out there. Dumped in. Stoney will send it around the kick plate. It eludes one of the Falcons. T-Squared's got it. He's up ice with Vinny. They crisscross at center ice. Wyatt Ike stepping up to help out on that play as well. Stoney's got it now. Good pass for Vinny. Highland Park in the middle of a shift change. Vinny on shot, saved by the goaltender. And he's going to make those more times than not because he's able to see him coming in, and they're coming from long range.
Their goaltender doing a good job of making the initial first save. There's a lot of rebound opportunities I'm noticing that Mavericks crash net crashers could really take advantage of.
Stoney, Vinny, Taz, along with Nandy and Fleming. Good win by Stoney. Here's Nandy, shot off a leg. Goes behind the net. Highland Park gets it to the blue line, not past Fleming. He'll fire right into the midsection of the goaltender. And he'll hold it for another faceoff. 7:34, our time to go here in the third period. Mavericks getting a few more shots on goal, but unable to pop in another one. Highland Park wins this one. Again, that long sort of Hail Mary feed. They're trying to get their faster guys in time and space, and they've got this one now. Their player peels up, sends it on goal. Big rebound in front, and they score. Just not picking up that second and third guy consistently enough. And Beast kind of hung out to dry there. It's 5-1 now, Highland Park. Running away with this. Tremaine will come back out with Schneider and Sturbs. Good step up by Abram Keeney. Couldn't get it through a maze of feet. And Highland Park knifing their way back in for another goal.
Unchallenged shooter there, like not even reaching now.
This is a team that lost its first game 5-0, and I wonder. Well, I think they may have been playing that Kalamazoo team. This is a much better team than their record would have indicated earlier. They have been impressive today. Here comes Sturbs back on. Sturbs, the shoulder in the corner, trying to free it up. Centering feed. Tremaine is there. Penalty. Well, our thin-skinned referee, who we had in the first game yesterday, is now taking issue with the bench from Highland Park. Said you can't bang on the boards. And he's given them a penalty. Yeah, he's given them a penalty.
Wow.
The referee can let that one go without a penalty and not insert himself into the action. But that's not been the way this referee does things.
This ref is unbelievable.
Allers wins back. Hammer shot from Bear, and this one missed the mark. Kept by Fleming. Fleming will burrow his way in down the wall. Will Fleming still controlling. Throws it out high, but that one just beyond the reach of Bear and out to center ice. Bear headmans it for a turning Will Fleming. Fleming moves in. Shot deflected away. Vinny's got the rebound along the near side, but he got stripped. Highland Park back on.
There we go. There's the challenge.
Great edges on that number 29, boy. You know what? He's a skinny kid, but look at him just spin in traffic and maintain control of that puck. Good job by Paxton to catch up with him. Here's Fleming hit from behind, weathers that storm, and he'll bring it back up ice. The pass is for Vinny at center. And Vinny will just stoke it in. Fleming, the defenseman, sort of holding back, didn't want to get caught on a forecheck and leave things unguarded. This one will make the goal line, but they wave off the icing, and Stoney's got to play it now. His pocket picked. The Highland Park player goes down. Up the wall it goes. Allers chips to himself. He's got a 2-on-1 with Vinny. Vinny stays onside. Here comes Will. Moving in. He'll shoot. Oh, and that broke off the goalie. Again, the rebounds are there. The Junior Mavericks just can't get to him. Played rink wide at center. Jack after this. Poked it along. Couldn't find a friendly stick. It's banged back into the Junior Mavericks end. Down to 5:20 to go here in the third period. As the Mavericks finish off a shift change, Wyatt a good pass as Courtright was calling for it. Dangles around his man, and his shot sails over the net. Oh, a big lick put on Wyatt Ike in the corner by a much bigger player, and a penalty coming up on the play. Delayed call. I don't know why they blew the play dead. We still had control of the puck, but Ike is shaken up in the corner. I'm not sorry, Ike. Wyatt Tremaine is shaken up in the corner.
Shoulder to head contact.
Yeah, that's a much bigger player really laying the beef on Wyatt Tremaine.
Wyatt sprawling over there, so it's good to see motion, but definitely took the blunt of that blow right to his helmet.
Well, and Wyatt really struggling. No. I think it's Wyatt Tremaine.
Rolling over, talking to the coach here. Hard to see in the far corner from the video, but moving his legs. Coach now helping him up to his feet. Stick taps all around.
Yeah, Wyatt really shaken up on that play. You know, I know it's hard at this age. You want to throw your weight around when you're a big guy, but have some sense of the game. You're a bigger guy. You don't need to lay out little guys to feel big. You just don't. And that's just a shame. And I know it's hard. You're asking for a maturity level from kids who maybe just aren't there yet.
3-on-5 here.
Yeah, we still had a man in the box for 11 seconds. And we've got another penalty now, so it is a 5-on-3. Allers out there along with Peter and Sturba as it's won by the Falcons and played around. Here's Sturba giving it across. Bear at the point, marching in, has some room, takes the shot, deflected away. Sturba back in front. Oh, he had two guys there. Couldn't find a friendly stick. One man is back as Bear steps in. Bear takes the shot. Save made, and this time no rebound off the goaltender. And the clock. Stop the clock!
Look at this. Look at this.
What are we doing here? Oh, sorry, it's 5 goals. Thank you.
Referee getting into a yelling match with the fan up in the stands because of the fan trying to call out the high stick now.
Played across the blue line. Fleming trying to pull cue it down the boards. And this one caught in his feet, and it comes out to center. Highland Park will send it down. Minutes ago in the power play for the Junior Mavericks. Trailing 6-1 now. Forgot about that 6th goal. Bear being pestered from behind. Here's Sturba now across. Oh, Vinny was right there, and he had Allers with him. Just couldn't take the pass cleanly. Allers in front as Heater works it to the corner. Allers into that corner now to help him out. This one knocked up the wall. Fleming holds, lays it across. Bear settles it down. Bear holding, shooting. That got the glass. Fleming will backhand it into the feet of the defending player, and Highland Park will clear it out. Down to just 15 to go in the man advantage now as Fleming takes Bear's pass. Got poke checked. Highland Park's man goes down as he swings it on goal. Save Beast. Here comes Fleming back up ice. Long stretch pass. He wanted Heater but missed him, and that'll go for an icing as the penalty expires on the running clock.
I don't know if you caught it, Dave, but the referee just looking to pick fights with whoever he can.
This guy is just so, it's so unprofessional. It's just not, you don't go looking for every little slight that comes from the crowd because you know what's going to come. And you can't pick fights with coaches, and this guy's picked fights with everybody but you and me here in this building this weekend. Loose right at the blue line. Good job by Boston Gas to step up and force a clean entry. Highland Park's got it now as they move in. Stoney takes his man to the wall. Gas trying to get it up for court right. Taken away. And a good job by Stoney. He'll work his way free, trying to go around the defenseman. Play broken up, but he got the puck through. He wanted to get to T-squared, but that one just misfired.
Timeout?
No, we've got
we've
got a penalty. Another penalty. This one is a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Highland Park. Somebody ran their mouth. I think that's what it was.
What an edgy ref. Glad we're not on the brunt end of this one like we were in the earlier game yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. I understand these guys have a hard job, but you make it harder when you have rabbit ears. Bear a shot. Loose puck right in front. Turn toward the cage. It was loose in the crease, but cleared out. Another shot from the point. That one deflected away. Good job by Paxton to dish this one back to Bear, but then Bear had it poke-checked away. Abram moving in to knife his man off, and this one fired on goal.
Job,
saved by Beast. And he drops it down. This referee wants him to play it. And so this one saucered up ice. The good collect is by Sturbs. He'll find a man in time and space in Jack, who chases it down. Down to 1:15 to go here in the third period. The Mavericks, unless they score, will spend the rest of this game on the power play. And Bear unfortunately hits his own man, and Paxton's going to limp back to the bench as this icing comes down. And we're down to a minute to go.
Running clock. Not sure if they'll make it to the last face-off.
Now they'll probably get one more drop in here with 45 to go.
Nonetheless, 5-goal deficit here.
Disappointing morning for the Junior Mavericks, who got up early and find themselves on the negative end of this 6-1 score as Fleming gets off his shot, and that one deflected away. Perhaps one more drop of the puck. Nobody's in any hurry, certainly not that ref. You try it again. Highland Park got it to the wall. They'll shove it out, and that'll pretty much do it for this one. Junior Mavericks suffering their first loss in this tournament as this puck is stolen away. One more shot and a good save by Beast as the horn will sound. And 6-1 is the final. Highland Park with a win this morning over the Junior Mavericks.
Got into some quicksand there early in the second period, and that tore the spirits of this team and made it really hard to come back. Kudos. The boys didn't give up. They got a couple power play opportunities late in that game, and the amount of shots on goal we got later in the third period might have outshot the previous two periods, quite honestly.
Yeah.
So a lot of spirit left in this team. That was an unfortunate start and hard to recover from that type of event. I think the referees stole the spotlight in this game more than any of the teams.
Again, it's just unfortunate. And I don't know if you could say even that Highland Park deserved all the penalties that they got. But that's neither here nor there now, as the Junior Mavericks in this tournament fall to 0-1-2. And the question now is where they end up finishing once the other Bantam games are played this morning. They'll reseed things. And do they end up in a 5-6 scenario, which means an early game tomorrow morning? Or are they able to make it into one of the top 4 spots and to play a semifinal game later on today? We'll find out.
We'll say an extra prayer for Wyatt Tremaine.
Yeah, boy.
Went down hard, took a big shoulder from a bigger individual in the corner, and I'm not sure what the injury is, but I know he was helped off the ice.
Wyatt has had some injury history in the past, from what I understand, and so we can only hope that he's able to bounce back from what was a real crunching hit from a much larger player.
It looked like shoulder to head contact. However, it almost looked like when he was getting off the ice that it might have been a leg injury. So I'm not sure. It's hard to say. It's speculating at this point. But nonetheless, we'll say an extra prayer and we'll hope Wyatt comes back stronger than ever.
Well, we want to, before we sign off this morning, say thanks again to our sponsor, Cottonwood Salon, for their sponsorship of the Bantam Red travel team this year. Couldn't do it without them and without the support of our community. So thanks to Cottonwood Salon for their support of the Junior Mavericks. And again, keep an eye out to. I'm not sure where we're going to get be able to get the final word on when that next game is out to fans, but.
We can make the Facebook post, reach out to your families. Well, as soon as we get information on the follow-up game for the tournament, we'll let folks know, and we'll do it as promptly as we can here. It's gonna depend on some of the other games, I think, that are just about to play and after us.
Yeah, we were the early game. There was one going off at 6:50 on the other rink, and I think one right after that at 7. Well, it's going to follow this game, so it'll be 7:40. That third Bantam game will be right here on this ice. So our thanks, as always, to Chase Newcomer for taking care of the stats for us. And for Matt and I, thanks for watching this morning, and we will talk to you all, hopefully,